be.
It'll be really nice.
Yes.
Okay, tonight we're doing our vision boards. We've got stuff set out, things are printed off. We have glue sticks. We have all kinds of stuff to start putting our vision boards together for this next year. Tomorrow is the last day. It is the last day to place orders. It's the last day for the Power Up Challenge. It's the last day for the Brighten Up New Faces Challenge. And some things to do at the year end. Well, actually, she already has this on here, so I'll read that in a minute. But tomorrow's the last day of the year, the last day of 2024. So happy almost new year. Next week, we're going to be doing a Zoom training. So make sure to get on Zoom again next week. We will be at Leadership Conference, but we have a special guest trainer. And you're going to love it. So make sure you log in. The 14th is going to be in person here at 6:30. The 17th is the deadline for your spring PCP. So start getting those in there if you haven't already. The nice thing about this contest is you had to have them in there. So they're already there. You just have to submit it. The 21st, we're going to be doing a Zoom training. The 28th, we'll be doing another Casual Connection potluck here. And that'll be at 6 and 6:30. Mark your calendars for career conference. We're planning on most of us going to Portland, and that is the 21st and the 22nd. So year end tomorrow, make sure that you are write down your mileage at the end of the year so that you have that for your tax purposes. And then also take a physical count of all of your inventory. And then I actually printed off, and I brought one to show you. Let me grab it really quick. Sorry, should have corrected it.
Stop. While April's grabbing that, for anybody who didn't see in the Voxer group, I posted the inventory sheet link.
That's what I brought. Is that what you're talking about, Kelly?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same one. I don't remember who I found it from, but I saved the link so I had it handy when MJ just asked for it.
Okay, so this one is just an order form that you print off of InTouch. So when you go into ordering, you can actually print a PDF file of this. So you're basically just going to use this sheet and then, count how much of each product you have and just put the number here. And that's what, then you're going to tally up the total. The retail total is right here. And fill out each sheet. If it's not on here, it's a write-off. So cool. Thanks for posting it, Kelly. And I think that's it. Are we doing Reco too?
The other thing I wanted to add to that too is for everybody who keeps track of everything in the app, when they scan their barcodes, when they get their inventory and add it in that way, when you go into the app, you can print a report that shows you your inventory. Before you print it out tomorrow, if you're going to do it that way, make sure you go and check all of your pending orders and finalize them before you go in and print it. So I actually printed the one off of the My Customer app, and I can change the things on paper if numbers are wrong, and then I can go back into the app and adjust them and then reprint the correct one. So that's an option too.
Thank you. That's good to know. And I think, Elizabeth, you're doing that, right? You're using that. Yeah, you got this. And Kelly is the one who uses it. I don't. So I'm sure Kelly wouldn't mind if you reach out to her if you have questions, because she's been using it for a little while.
Absolutely.
There you go. Thank you, Kelly. You're so
welcome.
I didn't get any weekly accomplishment sheets from last week. However, I did want to give a shout out to Mary Smith, who is a Power Up Achiever already for this month, and Bethany Cutbirth is on target to be a Power Up Achiever. I'm a Power Up Achiever, and I think that's everything. We had a couple of birthdays. It was actually Bethany's birthday last week. No, the week before. I don't know. It's kind of a blur now. It's hard. It feels like Tuesday, it's Monday. I know. It feels like Friday. It's going to be a Saturday tomorrow or a Friday. I'm kind of messed up. But anyway, I think that's it. Denise, I'm going to turn it over to you. All right.
All right, ladies, we got a few more of you on. Happy almost New Year. It's so exciting. A couple of recognitions for the Glamour Girls unit. I know that last week we were kind of debating if our unit was number one. I went and looked at the report. And right now our unit is number 3 in the state of Idaho. Number 1 most improved. I got my hair done today and it's weird. So I'm doing this thing right here. So anyway, congratulations though, because I really haven't been tracking it all year. But we got a notice, as you guys, those of you that were on Zoom last week, heard that we got a notice that will be recognized at Leadership Conference for being, it said #1 and or most improved. So, so we have improved clearly. And we are #2 or #3 in the state right now. So that's exciting. So much fun. We're gonna really kick it into gear now. But for this last week, Sandra Kellogg was on and this last week, and it was fun to catch up with her. She's really working with the pink funnel stuff. So reach out to her if you want some coaching on that. Ways to get leads basically online, but she had a $74 sale. So she was our first runner up. We only got a couple of accomplishment sheets this last week. And I understand, you know, people are off a day because of the holiday. And our queen for the 3rd week in a row, she had actually Kelly Moore had a $3,500 week. The next week, Kelly Dart had almost a $2,000 week, over 1,900 the week before last. And this last week, drum roll, get ready for it. She had a $1,203 week. And she shared with me this morning, some of that was putting packages together, about 869 of it, and then 150 on the go and 184 reorders, which is the phenomenal thing about this business is that any given time, if you need money, you can sell product. You don't have to wait for a couple weeks or a month to get a paycheck. So congratulate, pardon me?
Which Kelly was it?
So Kelly Dart was our #1 queen, $1,203. So congratulations. And already Power Up Achievers for this month, which means they have 700 or wholesale or more in, are Karen Berkavage. And she also finished up Star Consultant. She's in Pennsylvania. We've talked on the phone, but I haven't met her yet. Kelly Moore also achieved it. She was really working to finish her star. I'm going to have her do some training because she shared with me how she got that $3,600 week. And then also Kelly Dart is qualified, and myself. And Kelly and myself are on target for the National Court of Sales. We still have half the year to go after tomorrow. On target with 350 more or more. We have Charlene Rader, Katie Mans, and Katie's over 600 already. And then Wendy Hartfelder. So congratulations on everything this last week. And as April said, don't forget your inventory, ending mileage on your car, all this stuff tomorrow. Make sure that you get those numbers written down so that you don't have to add back in new orders and subtract out sales, or add back in sales and subtract orders and all that kind of thing. So tonight, we're just those of us who are here in person, and congrats to all of you who got here. It's Monday, it feels off. I know tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So we decided to do the meeting on Monday, and thanks to all of you who are joining in on Zoom. It's good to see you guys. But I wanted to just kind of break some stuff down and also show you, I just printed out some of the actual prizes. If you go to Mary Kay in Touch and you go to Recognition Central and the contest, it'll show seminar year-end prizes, and there's pictures of them. So in case you're not really sure what those are, there's the B. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. This is for the National Court of Sharing, and this is 24 qualified, Great Start qualified team members throughout the year. Even if you don't have one single team member right now, you can get this done. I know it's Kelly's goal and it's my goal. It's 24 Great Start qualified, meaning that once they join, they've got 4 months to be able to get at least a $600 order in. And that can be also, it can be cumulative. So, but once in their first 4 months in their Great Start period, they do that. You have 24 of those for the seminar year. So if you recruit them in June, they have to get qualified in June. If you recruit them now, you've got 4 months to get them qualified. So the key is to do it the next 3 months. So then you've got all the months to get everybody qualified. But then you get the B, you get to get Diamond and Gold Bumblebee, and you get to go across stage. The National Court of Sales is $40,000. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I tried it on at Seminar of the Ring. It's like this cluster of all different cuts of diamonds, and it looks like it's rose gold. I think it was rose gold. But the National Court of Sales is something you earn when you do 40,000 retail, which is 20,000 wholesale for the seminar year. And again, every single year we have people that are crown queen or top 3 or whatever. They've only been in Mary Kay a few months, and they just ran with the opportunity. These are the diamond bar pins. That's for sales directors. And that's anywhere from 300,000 up to $1 million plus in $50,000 increments. our unit, I think right now is on target for 400, which means we're gonna definitely do 500,000. That's our goal. And this is the $500,000 ring, which is really fun. I mean, just Cinderella gifts that Mary Kay likes to give. She said things that you wouldn't buy for yourself. So if you're not really sure what your goal is, I'm hoping everybody filled out. Can I see that sheet, Heidi? Oh, mine. Yeah. Oh, okay. I printed it out, and this is actually on the Voxer group, and it's also, I mean, it's all over Facebook too, but this is creating 2025. It's a new year pledge. I'm releasing things in the past that have caused discouragement and disappointment. I'm open to new ideas, activities, and relationships. Each day, I will work with laser focus on income producing activities. This new year will be filled with optimism, joy, and enthusiasm. This is my best year ever. But some of the questions are, what would you like to be your biggest triumph? This is all for 2025. What advice would you give yourself for 2025? What's a major change you're willing to make to improve your financial results? What would you be most happy about completing? What major indulgence are you willing to experience? What would you most like to change about yourself in 2025? What are you looking forward to learning? What's the biggest risk you're willing to take? And what about your work are you most committed to changing and improving? What is an undeveloped talent that you're willing to explore? What brings you the most joy? How are you going to have more of that in 2025? And then the other, who or what other than yourself are you most committed to loving and serving in 2025? What one word would you like to have as your theme? And it was funny, I was telling April this, I think today, I was in the shower this morning and I'm like, okay, my word finally came to me. And as soon as a word came, I started doing what do you call it, acrostic or an acronym for it. And then I listened to the hotline and she did an acrostic or an acronym for her word of the year. And I thought, how fun, because the word has meaning for you. It doesn't necessarily have meaning for other people. But as soon as I said the word, all these descriptions started coming in for like what that meant to me. So then I just kind of deliberately tried to match it up for the letter. I still have one letter that I don't have, but it's ASCEND and I wrote it down. I'm just going to share because I got really inspired. I've been really inspired the last couple of weeks about creating this new year. And I sat down with my husband and filled this sheet out. We filled it out together. Now our wants and desires and wins and things like that are different from one another. But for the A, is absolute clarity of vision. And it was so funny because she talked a lot about that today, about the gal on the hotline. If you haven't listened to it, it wasn't Crystal, it was a different gal, and her mom was a national. And long story short, if you have listened to it, just bear with me, but she had her lowest year ever this last seminar year, or maybe it was the seminar year before. And as a result, she didn't even want to go to seminar, but she said, it's not an option because my mom's a national, I have to go. It's just the way it is. And after she got back from seminar, she had to turn in her equinox because she hadn't met production for a lot of months. And usually it takes a long time for that to happen, but they don't want you to owe them money, right? And anyway, within a very short amount of time, within just she said about a 4-month period of time, the first thing is she got a gold medal. And one of the people in that first 5 recruits that she had gotten for her new seminar year ended up becoming an offspring. And she had 4 offspring in a few months, finished Cadillac after not even qualifying for her equinox. So, I mean, it was just really inspiring. It might still be on there. I don't know if they've changed it yet or not today, but absolute clarity and vision was the key. And it was for me a couple years ago too. Vision and passion, of course. S stands for sell the dream. You know, we think we got to sell the product. We don't. We just wear it, talk about it, let people try it. It sells itself. C is being committed to the activity. C is commitment to the activity, not necessarily the results. This is just for me, my word, ascend. E is expansion and growth. In order for us to have different things and new things in our life, we have to be willing to expand and to grow. The N, I've got a few different things, but I don't want it to be a not or a never. So I'm working on N. And then D is do what it takes. Do whatever it takes when you have a goal or a vision or a dream. So in terms of us kind of setting up, if you've never done a vision board, I'll just show you the one that I have, and I've tweaked it. I'm tweaking it in the process. I ripped a few things off. I still love it so much, so I didn't want to start over, but I love the purple and the pink. And I did my vision board. You don't have to do it this way. but I did it with kind of a lotus, lotus petals with different aspects of life. So there's career, financial, family, health, and Mary Kay goals and specific things. So I have a lot of personal things. I have a lot of words on here that stand out to me. I'm in the process of putting some of my goals are still the same this year. So I'm going to update what the Mary Kay prizes are, but I'm going to keep mine because I really like it. And I like all the words and everything. You don't have to do it like this, but the goal, or when you're doing a vision board, it's not necessarily a tracker. Now you can do a tracker. I like to do my tracking on a whiteboard, but on a vision board, it's more pictures and it could be words that cause emotion in that emote a positive feeling and a vibration that puts you in alignment with what you're seeking. Pictures, subconscious works in pictures. So when you have pictures, it helps to clarify and your subconscious goes to work and attracts things and puts opportunities in front of you to bring that into fruition. There are so many stories about people who have done vision boards and how much happens from that, but I'm going to give you some statistics here. So as far as goal setting training for tonight, I wanted to share in this portion is that this business works. You work for it. It doesn't work for you. Okay. It works if you do anything you could possibly want in your life, whether it's personal growth, self-esteem, income, confidence, freedom, personal growth, flexibility, friendships, making a difference, accomplishment, rewards, recognition, prizes, all that stuff. It all can come from working your business. So, and you're the only one that can build it for you. But I find that I'm a lot more motivated when I'm clear about why. Why do I want it? So we're going to go through some steps. So the first step is when you're creating your vision board and even your goals for the new year is to get really clear about what you want. And you can fill out that little creating your year. And you guys, that is actually copied on Voxer. It's in our Voxer group on the Future Inspired area or the Inspired National area. So you can just print that off and fill that out for yourself, the one that I read earlier. The second thing is how can your business support the goals that you have in your life? Is it time? Is it money? Is it changing jobs, letting go of one of the extra jobs, flexibility, personal growth, accomplishment, confidence? What is it for you? How can Mary Kay support those goals that you have for yourself? Because the goal isn't the end all be all, isn't achieving the goal of Mary Kay. The goal of Mary Kay is helping you to get the things you want in your life. Then number 3, what is your financial goal in your Mary Kay business this year? And you know what? I haven't done that in a long time. Money's never been my motivator, but I do have some big dreams. And I've already said it before in the past, but it's so on my radar. It's so in my intention and in my meditation every day of mocking up another training center, an event center where we can do things and have things set up and do parties and use it more. Right now we have a great setup, but that is a big vision and it's going to take some, financial goals, a little more skin in the game on my part to make that happen. And so it gave me a financial goal for the first time in a while. And so I'm super excited about that for all of us. Number 4, do you want to earn this from sales or both sales and team building? We know sales is our immediate income. Our reorders is supposed to be your passive income, your retirement, but the recruiting commissions, directors checks, leadership bonuses, all of that's actually a part of helping to build your future and your passive income, not just from sales and reorder. So if you decide that you want more income, that is one of the number 1 reasons to recruit other people. There's only one of you. There's only so many hours a day. There's only so much that you personally can do as far as getting in front of people, but you want to duplicate yourself. Mary Kay said, add customers, multiply by adding consultants on your team, and divide by building leaders. Add, multiply, and divide. That's Mary Kay math. So figure out do you want to earn the income specifically from sales or team building or both? Number 5, what is your team building goal this year? If you don't have a goal, you're not going to reach it. And again, a lot of people look at it, well, I don't really care about the red jacket, or I don't really want to earn a car, or I don't want to give up my good customers. But again, Mary Kay always talked about the key is the B. It's sharing and passing on the opportunity. So it will continue generations after she's gone and the nationals are gone and our generation's gone and those of us that have been Mary Kay. So passing it on was her passion before she step down from the helm of this company. Do you want to earn a free car or become a sales director? You don't have to, now you have to become a sales director to earn a car. But if you're doing, it's 2 different productions, but you can double count it now. So we'll get into that for people who are tracking that. Number 7, create a strategy for earning the income that you want by breaking it down and figuring out how much activity do you need to do each week. We talked last week a lot about booking, but as a part of that is, if you want $1,000 weeks, get in front of 10 people a week. If you want $500 new people, if you want $500 weeks, get in front of 5 new people. It could not be more simple. But again, you've got to do it consistently. Sometimes it's going to be $1,000 in sales for 5 people. Sometimes it's going to be $300 in sales. So you got to work the averages and work those numbers. But create a strategy, and then we'll do that in a second here. And then number 8, now you can create a vision board for the purpose of keeping your goals, the pictures of your life, your family, how you want to feel, how you want to look in your clothes, what, uniform you want to wear in Mary Kay out in front of you. The photos really, really help to bring up the emotion for you. And the emotion is what's going to actually draw it to you, draw the resources, the activity, the opportunities. So about vision boards, by the way, for people who might think it's corny, tacky, whatever, 1% of people in a group setting of 100 make more than 90%, 99% combined. Okay. 1% of a people in a group of 100 people make more than the 99% combined. The only difference between those who reach their goals is, number 1, they have them written down. Number 2, they visit those goals on a daily or at least weekly basis, but daily basis. So you don't just have the goal and have it in a notebook somewhere. You have it in front of you, and that's what the vision board is all about. So the company courts there's the national court of sales. We talked about that, 40,000 retail, which is 20,000 orders for the year. So break that down, what that is per month. What is it per month now? 17, 18. Okay, April's going to do the math. But basically 20,000, $10,000 every 6 months wholesale. That will get you on the national court of sales. We did have a double credit month, which is always kind of nice when we get those. So I think it's 1,667.
Yeah.
Okay, it just came to me. So 1,667 a month wholesale will keep you on track to get the ring and get to go across the big stage and the national court of sales. Once you do it, you're never going to not want to do it. The Princess Court, which would be for the Mary Kay National area, they have their own awards night, and it's basically half. It's 12 qualified and 20,000 retail, which is 10,000 wholesale for the year that you've ordered, again, from your sales. And then star consultant, maybe your goal is, I just want to be a consistent star for the rest of the year, build up those points. Of course, $1,800 is Sapphire. That's $300 a week in sales. $2,400 is Ruby. That's $400 in weekly sales. $3,000 is Diamond, $500 weeks. $3,600 is Emerald, $600 weeks. $4,800 is Pearl, $800 weeks. Focus on minimum $300 weeks to actually make money in Mary Kay. To make money, make extra money, and have all the perks and benefits. Not only that, when you're doing that consistently, a little bit more than that, you're going to actually be getting your $700 prize every month. You're going to get credits that actually transfer quarter to quarter and year to year from your Star Consultant prize. I know April's so excited. She got her rowing machine set up. She's been doing that every day. So basically 2 team members a month is 24 for the year. If you don't have any, then you're going to focus on 4 every month for this next 6 months, and sooner than later to get them qualified. So are there any questions? What questions do you guys have? There's some chat stuff in here. I just want to look at it really quick. Rebecca, yay. Okay. I need clarification on things not on the inventory list. Oh. Jennifer, do you want to pop on and let me know? Are you talking about?
Oh, that was from what she was talking about at the very beginning. So,
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Anything not on that list.
Oh, yeah.
Is a write-off.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's.
Okay. Because that's the tax guy said something different last year.
So technically, it's not a line item write-off, like the things that you use for demo or display. it's called cost of goods sold, okay? Cost of goods sold is things that you did not, that are not on your shelf at the end of the year, but you didn't sell them and you didn't use them personally. There's gonna be things like demo display, gifts, hostess gifts, things like that. I keep track of all of that. Now, it's not a line item expense, but it ends up being part of your cost of goods sold. Usually it's 10% or more of the items that are not on your shelf anymore that you didn't sell and you didn't use personally. It's because you gave them away, you demoed them, you know, you
Right.
used them for display. Or the other thing that you can do, by the way, and I have a whole category for this, anything not in the catalog, limited edition promotions. And I don't order a ton of stuff every quarter, but everybody usually has a little bit, you know. Okay, it sounds like you got that answered.
That's what I was.
Because he said all that limited edition stuff has to be counted as inventory.
Oh, it does, but you can write it off in the year that it's no longer current in the current catalog.
Yeah,
if
that
you-
wasn't the impression I got, but okay.
Okay,
I'll
well,
have to listen to his stuff
Yeah.
again.
well, for
He said if
35
you can still sell it, you have to count it.
Oh, that's not true. You can write it off in whatever year. Now, you still do have to count it if you do sell it, but you don't have to count it. I've done it for 36 years and every account I've ever had. What's
Yeah.
that?
I've done the same thing and I've
Yeah.
counted it twice and came up.
Yeah, he said that the only thing you don't count, I mean, obviously, other than demo and everything, is if it's expired because you can't sell it. He said if
Oh,
you can
right.
still sell it, you count it.
Oh, okay. That's might be just a difference of opinion. And all the years that I've done Mary Kay, you don't have to write it out of your inventory if you want, you know, to keep it on there and sell it, but you can. So,
Okay.
maybe I'll double check into that again unless something has changed, but for 36 years, I've always, and I keep
Yeah.
a number for that. I mean, I do have a list of it, but I keep that number separately in case you do get audited, if there's a bunch of stuff that, especially like when the company changes formulas, right?
Right.
You're not gonna wanna sell the old Time Wise Miracle Set or whatever. So for years and years and years, sometimes I will keep certain things in the inventory if I know that it was like just this holiday, or I'm
Mhm.
still gonna be selling it because it's the new stuff that, you know, it's just now phasing in or whatever. That's gonna be up to you. But if you are gonna write it out, you know, keep a list of exactly what it is. And if it's not in the current catalog, you are allowed to take that as a deduction during the year that it's no longer current in the catalog.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
any other questions about creating your vision and your goal? You guys, we're in the most powerful 6 months of our seminar year. And historically, we do almost twice as much in the last 6 months of the year as we do in the first 6 months of the year. So check that out. And part of it is just this sense of urgency, the deadline. You know, we have a fiscal year in Mary Kay ending June 30th. So if you've not done a thing, you know, if you haven't really gotten into it, you know, like Sam, you know, knew with wedding and showers and this shower and that shower and baby and travel and all the things, you know, you don't really even have to file your taxes. Sam, I'll talk to you more about that when I get there next week. But you, doesn't matter if you haven't done a thing yet. You can start right now. But the key is to figure out, what do I want from the business, and set some goals.
Okay.
And so if any of you need help with that, let me know, let your recruiter know, let your director know. Okay.
Love it. Thank you.
All right. Anything else? I'm so proud of you, Kelly. I mean, week after week after week. And, you know, I know that a lot of the inventory you ordered during double credit was fundraiser stuff, but then you're having these incredible weeks. And now success begets success. Your team is doing the same. So it's really, really fun to watch. And I know you're going to be doing a little bit more over there with your gals in your little studio. So I just wanted to give kudos to you again and congratulate you, and let you guys all know we're 2 weeks into the new quarter. Let's all be STAR consultants this next 2 quarters. We're doing something really fun. We don't know exactly where yet because we're in North Carolina, but we are going to repeat, and I need to get this on paper. It's in my head, but we're going to repeat last year's promotion, where those who do a company court, National Court of Sales, or team building, we're going to come in early, do a spa day and a special lunch with the girls who do qualify for either one of those courts or both. Okay. So, and it's going to be a whole new location. I'm so excited. All right.
I'm excited too.
Yay. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to end the meeting for now. We're going to just focus on doing vision boards. I have one more question. Raise your hand. Did anybody meet the challenge last week from training on booking? Get a booking a day. Okay, that is your goal for this week, a booking a day, whether it's 5 or 10 reaches or phone calls or whatever. But really your actual true challenge is to get your vision board done by the time April and I get back from leadership conference, because we would love for you to bring them. We're having an in-person meeting that week. We would love for you to bring them, and we're going to be sharing all the new scoop from the company. And there's a lot of it. Some of it we already know. So you're not going to want to miss it. And so that will be a regular meeting where we dress up in Mary Kay clothes, since we hardly ever do that. And you can invite guests if you have anybody that you want to bring along and expose them to the fun. It's always the most exciting meeting of the year is after seminar or leadership conference. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, fantastic week. Happy New Year.
Good night. Happy New Year.
Have fun.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.